All right, we're going to do a tutorial on how to get the podcast studio up to speed here. So the first thing we're going to do is turn on the CCUs for our PTZ cameras. See that they turn green, and the cameras are going to do their little warm-up dance. While that's doing that, let's go over to the computer now and see how to get things up and running to do a two-person in-person interview. So the PTZs are starting up. We're going to fire up Vmix. This little icon right over here on the desktop. There'll also be eventually a companion. I'll get that set up. This is going to load. Now when Vmix starts up, you're going to see a blank slate like this. So we go over here to open. I built a standard setup. Click there. This is the basics you need to do a show. You can also save your own project, so that way you'll be able to have your graphics and any settings specific to that show, but this will just get you started. One of the things I want to do when I first sit down here is like select the camera. So let's see, select 3. That's moving the wrong camera right now. So we come down here with a mouse and we can drag these blocks around, the previews. So now I'm controlling 3, 2. Oh, that one's not right, so let's move that over 1. We'll swap. So now I'm controlling 2, I hit 1 on the controller here. Cool, now I'm moving 1. As far as switching between the cameras, on the keyboard here, 1, 2, and 3, we'll switch it in preview. Spacebar does a dissolve, enter, do a cut. Okay, and then if you want to do, say, a double box, I have over here a double box program. This is with a guest on one side and with in studio on the other. So that has camera 2 on one side of the box. So if I want to take that, I would just hit enter. That puts it in program. That's what we're seeing over here. As far as recording, down here at the bottom, you'll see a record button on screen. There's a little gear next to it. If I click that, it gives me an option here to give it a name and a location where I'm going to put it. Set for 50 megabit per second H.264, which should be good enough for our broadcast purposes. Be okay there. That's to set the name. When you record, you just click over here. It turns red. It gives you a running time. When you're done, hit stop. It's going to prompt you, and you're going to say yes. Over here, if we pull up a folder and we look at our media drive, it'll show up in here. So the capture right at the top. That's where you'll grab your file. Here's the one we did from the other day. We were testing it out. As far as rolling stuff in, over here with this add option at the bottom, we can add a video clip. So say I want to take one of these bits here from Phil's show. Open. It's now a clip over here. Click it once, it brings it up into preview. Hit spacebar, it's going to roll back. You can hear it out right now, and that's also coming back into the IFB. Now for IFB, okay, I'm just going to pull that back over in a preview. When you used to do calls, you had to do that silly thing with Livestream Studio where you had to put it in aux bus. You don't have to do that anymore. Anything that's set up in A, which I can preset for you, gets sent back here on this channel. So you want to leave that one potted all the way down. This right here is your audio going out to the desk. These are the levels so the talent can hear themselves. That's so that they can hear the packages or a remote guest. And then over here is still your talkback. So Studio IFBs all the way down. If you click this on, you can talk into the ear of talent. If you pot this up, you'll be able to talk in the program, and you'll need to do that if you're going to talk to remote guests. We don't have a mix minus setup returning back to guests. It does go into the program record when you push this fader up, so it's going to make sure that's all the way down and that switches off when we're not using it. Those are the real basics you're going to need for doing a simple two-persons in studio. So those are your 3 sources. If you wanted to add a clip, I'm going to hit record there. And I'm going to record a quick clip here on how to get a remote call in. All right, so say we want to do a remote call. I have over here, it says call and it has the call number right here. I right click, I go to open call manager. It's going to give you a URL and a password right here. You'll give that to your guest, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So there's two links there. There's a generic vmixcall.com with the passcode, or you can give them, there's a separate link down here lower, the vmix.at link. It brings them here, and this is where I would type my name. It has the password for the call, and I hit join call. Now, I don't have a camera on this computer, so it's gonna be a little bit wonky. It says it's unable to load, that's all right. In a second, we're gonna allow this. So you have color bars here, and I'm gonna be sending color bars back because I don't have a camera. But as you can see right over here, that's program return. If I go in Vmix and there we go, you can see it coming through. And then say camera 1. So this is just like how we were doing it in Live Stream Studio. If you come over here into Vmix, you will see we have a caller right here called Steve. That's just a source that you can punch up. I have this in a double box right now as well. And then if we wanted to add another caller, we just come down here. I think you can do 4 callers at a time. I would do more, video call. And here I can tell it what my output's gonna be, how much bandwidth I wanna use for my return feed, what audio source they're gonna get fed back to them. So you could give them a different mix if you wanted to. I believe it is a mix minus automatically. If I hit OK, I have a second block now that just showed up under number 10. Let me bring that over here. Get the 2 callers together. I right click, here's where I can go and I can pick my videos and audio sources. I can pick how much bandwidth I want to give my return, so if I need to save a little bit of bandwidth. If I open my call manager, right here it says ready. If I got another person there, I can assign them. All right. So that's how you manage this little pop-up here. We'll manage your calls coming in, and you'll be able to conference them.